Welcome to Handcrafted by J.R. Broussard. I'm Greg Broussard, and before I continue the woodworking, I'm going to clean the parking lot up a little bit. Last week I had 2 flat tires in the parking lot, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to clean the parking lot up so it doesn't happen to me or anybody else that uses the parking lot. So what I'm doing is I've got this magnet, and I connected it to the stick that my brother gave me out of his yard, and I connected it to the magnet, and I dragged the magnet on the ground. And I've collected so far, this is in front of 8 spaces out here. I'm gonna do one more space. I'm doing a little bit every day, 1 or 2 spaces a day. There's 60 spaces in here, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I'll go around the whole thing for a week and do it all. But this is what I've got out of 8 spaces, and I'm gonna do my 9th one today. I've already done 1, so I've done 2. And I'm gonna do 1 more, that'll be 3 for today. And then we'll get back to work. So all I do is lightly drag this, just let it kind of float on the ground. Typically, I can see one nail that's stuck in the ground right here. And I just dropped it. There it is. I just lightly drag this. Normally, I don't get anything for the first 2 passes, and I start collecting things out here a little bit. Let's see what we got. We've got a massive nail and a screw and a big Sharpie thing. Look at this. Look at this. This is the first 2 passes there and back. All right, I'm gonna empty this off. I'll show you how I do that. My little collection bucket, if you will, and I'll just get the board and I'll just scrape this stuff off in there. And I'll do another pass, and I'll just repeat that until I get about a car distance and a half away from the building. Got another little Sharpie thing, right? Oh, no, but it's just looks like I just have fragments of old iron. Scrape that off and start again. Okay, last couple runs. So I got big Sharpie, old rusty nail, looks like a hairpin, some old nails, staples, washer, bunch of iron. Let's go ahead and empty this off. Okay, let's go inside. That was the 9th space that I've done. And here's the accumulation of 9 spaces. Screwdriver bit, look at there. This is the accumulation of 9 spaces right here. This was exactly the kind of thing that was in my tire. And there's a couple of them in here. They're all hidden in the dirt. Like, look at all these, same kind of thing. And I think these go into the building, and they probably have come out over time. But this was in my tire. If I can find the picture, I'll put that picture up right now. A bunch of these clippings, it looks like from this tin from the building, and it has the same color as the building. So this is probably trimmings from that. A lot of little screws, staples, a battery, one of these things. So this is what I'm getting, a little magnet. This is what I'm getting when I'm doing it. Now, this is out of 9 spaces here. Like I said, there's 61 spaces. So this is where I started at. I'm just writing them as I go. I kind of went out of order, but because I just did space 42. And this is the board of knowledge. It's going to be my records, and I'm going to do, I think there's 60, not 61. I think there's 60 spaces, plus a couple places where you can put your RVs and campers, but I'm just going to do around the main building. And tomorrow we'll go to the next space and maybe do 2 more tomorrow. This is 9 spaces out of 60. So I would imagine by the time I do all these places, I'm gonna have probably half a milk jug, you know, a gallon a half a gallon, milk jug thing. I imagine that's what's going to happen with what I've got here. When I do my shop, I make big piles. I put it away in the trash can. If there's metal in there, I pick up the metal and I put it in a container like this. And then the dust and stuff I'll blow outside. So if you have a shop like this and you're renting from somebody, or even if it's yours, pick up your metal before you sweep it out in your parking lot, and then give yourself a flat tire. Or if you're in a place like mine, give other people flat tires. But anyway, there we go. It's going to be awesome. This is going to be good. And hopefully we'll cut down on flat tire situation.